It's the final day of the Amgen Breakaway from Heart Disease women's race here in beautiful Sacramento, California, the capital of the state of California. 66 kilometers today, 44 miles with 20 laps around the circuit in downtown Sacramento. My name is Brad Soner, joined by Laura Winter from the Vox women's team. As we get ready for the final day of racing, it's all about the teams, as we'll be looking for Boels Dolman supporting their lead rider, including Evelyn Stevens.
Evie, a big day for you yesterday. We could see you working so hard to keep Megan and yourself in contention. How are you feeling today before the last day?
Yeah, I feel great today. Yesterday was an awesome course. It's close to home, so I really enjoyed riding those roads, although I realized I should have probably pre-ridden that course beforehand. I think it was a great day and such a strong team. We know it's going to be hard, but I feel like we're ready to defend it.
Fast and furious today. It's crit racing and really Boels Dolman's jersey to lose in a sense if it does come down to that bunch sprint.
I don't know if it's to lose per se. I feel like we're in a really good position and we're motivated to keep it. I think there's a lot of girls who haven't got wins, teams that don't have any stage wins, so they have an opportunity today. And I think our goal is the GC.
Who do you see winning the sprint today?
Chantal. There's a lot. You have Chantal, you have Kirsten, you have Mariana, you have Barbara, Corinne Rivera. So I think there's a lot of teams here that want a good sprint, and I think it will be a good battle for it.
Best of luck today.
Yeah, thanks very much.
So Evelyn Stevens in third place, riding in support of her team leader, the overall race leader, Megan Garnier. Let's take a look at the course here on the final day. Completely flat, 6 turns, and they're going to be doing 20 laps around the California state capitol. 67 degrees on the start line with just a light wind out of the south. Really shouldn't affect the riders out there today. Perfect conditions for a criterium race like this. Will be a neutral rollout from the start as we assemble the jerseys up there with Mar Abbott in the Lexus QOM jersey and, of course, Mariana Voss wearing the Visit California Sprint Leaders jersey in the green jersey. As we get underway through the neutral section, they're going to do one lap around the course here just to get everyone familiar with the circuit.
Yeah, fantastic to see a huge peloton rolling out on the final day of the Tour of California. It's been an incredible 4 days here in the beautiful state of California. Megan Garnier right in the center of the shot there, still in yellow.
Kristen Armstrong, Chloe Dygert riding at the front as well. They want to stay near the front. It's going to be a very nervous day out there, especially with this technical course in downtown Sacramento.
Everyone is going to want to stay as safe as they possibly can. The leaders, the jersey holders are going to be tucked in, out of trouble.
You see the riders all looking around, making sure that no one tries to get the jump on them as the chief commissar there out of the sunroof, keeping the riders at bay. As once that paddle turns to green, that car will move out of the way and we'll be underway in racing.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this stage. A few sprinters out there who are going to be gunning for this win. A few teams who haven't yet got anything from the Tour either. High Tech Products, UHC, of course, with Corinne Rivera. So it should be a good day out there for the sprinters.
Yeah, sprinters really haven't had many opportunities to sprint here just because of how difficult the courses have been so far, starting out at Tahoe and then, of course, the very difficult team time trial in Folsom. So now we get a real pure sprinter shot. We saw a little bit of the sprinters yesterday, but now the sprinters will really be able to use their lead-out trains in a more traditional sprint setting.
A lovely shot there of your leader, Garnier. So proud to be racing in the Stars and Stripes.
Looks like we got some riders
We've
down.
got a crash.
We've got a crash. Section. This is United Healthcare's Annie Ewart, who looks like maybe just touched some wheels at the back of the group, the Canadian rider for the United Healthcare Pro Cycling Team. We'll see if she gets up. SRAM neutral support on site as Ewart having a little run in there.
So the race still neutralized then to make sure that Ewart gets back on her feet. But there we go. The official start has been given. And going off quickly there, it looks like Jasmine Glaser for Rally Cycling.
Yeah, that's going to be the orange jersey right up the middle. Wow, quick attack here coming from the Canadian. That is Glaser having a go at it. Silence covering in the green jersey just behind her. This is going to be the story all day. We're going to see attacks going fast and furious, but the speeds will be so high here. It's going to be difficult to get away.
The speeds are really fast and furious today. It is going to be so hard for the riders to make any sort of attack stick. It's basically going to come down to a bunch sprint, barring any disasters.
Glaser not getting any love in the breakaway as she's going to be reeled in by the Silence rider on the front. We go back to the main field with Colavita riding on the front, as well as United Healthcare with 47K to go. Things starting to calm down here just a little bit. They got off to a really fast start. And look at that, riders going down in the middle of the field. We'll try and identify the riders caught up, only about 20 making it safely through. And oh boy, a lot of riders down. This is a bad one.
That looked like a really, really nasty crash. I think that's Shara Gillow there on the floor, still underneath her bike. A few riders here involved, Bowles Dolmans, and we've got a Tibco rider down as well. Oh, that is painful. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, again, just a little touch of wheels there as riders getting nervous in the Peloton. And, boy, this Tibco rider being tended to by SRAM Neutral Support, her teammates, and there's the medical team on staff to check on these riders. Rabo Liv, that is going to be Gillow, who you talked about. Hagens Berman, Supermint with one down as well.
That Tibco rider, Emily Collins, looked to be in real pain. We hope all the riders in that crash there are either back on their bikes or recover very quickly. Now, though, at the front of the field, we have an attack. Amber Neben of B-Pink is on the move.
Oh, and again, tough situation for Neben with no help in the breakaway, so she's going to try and solo away from this one. See the panic back in the field? Amber Neben is not a rider that you let go in a situation like this.
She really isn't. 2008 World Time Trial Champion, 2003 National US Champion as well. You don't want to see her off the front with a gap because she will time trial her way to victory with about 10 laps to go now.
Coming up on the halfway point of the race, look how the field has strung out. You can really tell a lot about what's going on in the race just by looking at the shape of the field, and everyone wants to jump on board this one, getting very worried about Amber Neben, so they'll shut this one down. Cylance is doing a lot of work here today, bringing back a lot of these moves.
They really are. You often see that green and black strip right at the front of the peloton. They are working very, very hard. I think Alison Tetrick was also involved in that crash, though. She may have been held up, but she was on the front a little while ago as well.
Amber Neben about to get swallowed up here, but got to respect the move. If you're not a great sprinter in this field, this is really the only shot you have of getting a stage win. You're not going to go head-to-head with riders like Mariana Vos or Corinne Rivera in a sprint, so Amber Neben knows that, and she's going to try and win today out of a break.
As an American, I'd imagine this is such a buzz as well to cycle through Sacramento like this, racing out in front with the crowd who have been fantastic today, really cheering you on.
Huge crowds here in downtown Sacramento, as we've been seeing the crowds build each and every day here at the Amgen Breakaway from Heart Disease Women's Race empowered with SRAM. Look at Neben railing those turns. It really goes to show you these women are fearless out there on the bikes.
Some really technical riding there from Neben, who is motoring, but the peloton are bearing down on her.
Well, riding is on the wall for Amber Neben now, as that gap coming down to right around 5 seconds being reported over race radio. So don't think she'll be out there much long as she takes a look back, and I'm going to guess she sees the front of the peloton pretty close behind her, but a solid ride for Amber Neben today. There's the catch being made right now, as that looks like a Visit Dallas DNA rider.
Dallas and Tibco making the catch. Now we see the reduced peloton due to that earlier crash making their way up to the line with 5 laps to go. It's time for the intermediate sprints, so jostling for position right now.
So 2 important things to watch here. Points on the line in the Visit California Green Jersey competition. Also time bonuses, 3 seconds for the first rider across, 2 seconds for second, and 1 second for third. And look at this, the yellow jersey of Megan Garnier will lead the sprint out, and it looks like she's going to pick up maximum time. So Garnier will knock 3 seconds off her time and also pick up 3 points in the Visit California Sprint Jersey. Should also note Kristen Armstrong picking up 1 point and 1 second off of her GC, so that's a net 2-second gain for our race leader, Megan Garnier. Another attack going off the front.
Danny King from Wiggle High Five. She is flying off the front. Of course, Olympic champion on the track, now turning her attention to the road. And she is absolutely flying for Wiggle High Five. She's having a great time in that team, and she has opened up quite a gap for herself, looking back over her shoulder, head down, looking at the stem and flying.
This is how you do it, a textbook attack with a quick, clean jump away from the field. King looking very, very strong here. Look at that, out of the saddle as she continues to power away. This has gone up to 10 seconds now for Danny King, so a major threat to the field now if they want to win the stage, as King tries to spoil the sprinter's day in a breakaway.
She's looking absolutely fantastic. Smooth. She looks like she's working hard. Down on the drops. Smooth pedal stroke. She's sucking in the oxygen, but she's still got a gap, and they're not going to look like they're catching her anytime soon.
Well, you can see the power being generated by King here as she takes a look back. Got to be happy with what she's seeing here. Opened up a nice gap here, but now she's got to maintain for about another 4 laps. This is a big ask for Danny King.
It really is. She, of course, has that track experience, team pursuing. This is just an example of that. She knows exactly how to play this.
Love this shot from the moto. You really get a feel for how fast these riders go out on the roads. As speeds right now probably right around 28 or 29 miles an hour for our lead riders with Danny King in the break.
Cola Vita there, they are on the front of the peloton, and look behind there, United Healthcare are drilling it. They are so organised. setting up Corin Rivera.
Yeah, United Healthcare knows this game well. They race a lot of criteriums here in the United States with 3 laps to go. So they've got the lead-out train dialed, and they're going to be sprinting again for Corin Rivera. So Rivera will be at the back of that group as she is the star sprinter for that squad. Maybe even sitting 5th wheel. They might put a sweeper on the back of Corin Rivera to make sure that no one can surf that lead-out and steal the lead-out from the, what we call the blue train in the blue and white jerseys of United Healthcare Pro Cycling.
Time is up for Danny King. She was caught there as United Healthcare swept through and sucked her back in. Now the lead-out trains are going to get organised.
That looks like Dame Sarah Story in our blue. Yeah, that is the breakaway from cancer Most Courageous Riders jersey. So now Sarah Story goes to the front and takes a pole, and you can see she's putting the herd on this field, going single file for the first 10 positions here as Story puts in a big dig on the front.
2016 rider just behind her, and Amia Lusic is there as well for Canyon Shram. They're setting up their sprinter Goreshi. So these 3 are playing it well with about 2 and a bit laps to go.
I got to say, though, if you find yourself on the front right now, you're not going to be there at the finish, as we still have a long way to go before the sprinters show their cards. So right now it's about being near the front but not at the front, positioning the most important thing in the setup for the sprint right now.
Staying safe as well. We saw that awful crash earlier on. The sprinters are going to be tucked in, out of trouble, sticking to their lead-out trains, conserving as much energy as they can before they are unleashed to the line in that final run up to the finish.
Well, United Healthcare's got to be loving this as Sarah Story keeps the pace high, preventing anyone from breaking away as they're already redlining just to stay with this group. Rider like Sarah Story can really set a fast pace on the front, as that's why she earned that Amgen breakaway from cancer Most Courageous Riders jersey. Looks like a high-tech product rider on her wheel. They're going to be sprinting, I imagine, for Kirsten Wild today.
Absolutely. I saw Kirsten Wild win in Yorkshire. She won the Tour de Yorkshire with a sprint much like this one here today. A nice, straight, flat road all the way to the line. So my eyes are on her for the win today.
Obviously on good form, coming off of that win just about a week ago now. So we'll be watching for the blue and white jerseys of high-tech products as they hit the line one more time with the crowd cheering them on. Huge crowd again turning out here in Sacramento. They're seeing 2 laps to go on the line. And we hit the reset button once again as a little lull in the action. Things start to calm down, but that won't last for long. Here comes United Healthcare to the front. They've got to set a fast pace here. Otherwise, they risk letting a breakaway get away.
Raboliv are amongst it as well, of course. They'll be looking to their leader, Mariana Vos, the greatest cyclist in the world. She won the stage yesterday with a similar sprint on a final 3-lap circuit in Santa Rosa. Could she win today?
Yeah, just taking inventory of the sprinters here, I think Mariana Vos absolutely makes that list. Kirsten Wild is there, and then, of course, Corin Rivera for the United Healthcare team. Look at this, stringing it out again on the front for UHC as they go 4 on the front row. Tibco trying to respond. 2016 Ride Biker is there as well, and then that's going to be Colavita a little further back with a couple Chiles jerseys showing themselves on the front. But this is United Healthcare's race to lose right now. They've got it set up perfectly.
You can see the pace, which is really splitting the peloton. It's strung right out. Riders trying to jostle for position on the right-hand side of the screen. But United Healthcare right now are so organised. Corin Rivera is having a fantastic lead-out train.
Yeah, nothing doing. Riders trying to move up the left side of the picture, the right side of the peloton. Just cannot get there because they are maxing it out on the front as United Healthcare continues to drive. Heading into the final lap of racing here. They've got to maintain, though, and I got to wonder if they've gone too early here. They've been pulling for the last 3 laps now on the front. This is a bold move to go this early for United Healthcare.
No sign of high-tech products for Kirsten Wild either. All eyes right now on United Healthcare. They are shutting every other move down. Rally cycling moving through there. But at the moment, high-tech products we can't see much of.
Canyon SRAM looks really good as well. They've got 4 riders lined up at the front of the field, and that is Bulls Dolmans moving up in the orange and black jersey. So we're going to see a great team battle here as all the big names coming forward. United Healthcare, Bulls Dolmans, now going to go head-to-head, and it looks like that is going to be our first maybe Rabo Live jersey in the white. That might be Amalusic, though. We'll check on that rider.
United Healthcare at the moment are absolutely in control of this race. They will be leading it out for Corin Rivera. No sign of high-tech products and not much sign of any other teams really coming to the forefront. They're letting United Healthcare do all the work, and I wonder whether they're putting in too much too soon.
Yeah, this looks like a team time trial for United Healthcare right now, almost like we're back in Folsom with 3 of their riders driving on the front. Looks like a U.S. national rider moving up as well to sit 4th wheel here, and again, no one able to come around him. bottom. So this is very, very tough for the other teams. They let United Healthcare go to the front control, but now it looks like they're starting to fade. UHC is fading. They might have gone too early because here comes Rabo Liv.
Rabo Liv now, of course, sprinting for Marianne Vos here. They are coming up on the right-hand side of the screen. United Healthcare, though, moving across, fanning that peloton out, shutting the move down. They are in control, but have they done too much here? Because they've been at the front for a few laps, and there are other teams who are going to be wanting something from this tour.
Well, there goes one of their riders as they're going to be down to just 2 on the front here. Still no one able to take over inside the final 2 kilometers of racing, as the big question is, can anyone come over the top of United Healthcare riding for Corinne Rivera? It's going to take a strong team effort today. Marianne Vos cannot do this by herself. Kirsten Wild cannot do it alone. So they're going to have to rely on their teammates to get them up here if they want a shot at beating UHC.
That is Linda Willemsen, the world time trial champion, on the front. If anyone knows how to do this, it's her. She's bringing United Healthcare right to the finish line. But other teams are now getting organised and beginning to attack. Rabo Liv are still there in force.
United Healthcare couldn't have picked a better lead-out train with the time trial world champion leading it out here. And then behind her is Lauren Tamayo, the current U.S. Criterium national champion. So she knows a little something about riding in a circuit here. But look at this. More riders coming up as they go down to 2 for United Healthcare on the front. I think they've gone too early.
I think they might have as well. Willemsen peels off. Tamayo is left to bring Rivera home. Here comes Amia Lusick for Canyon Schramm. They'll be racing for Brennauer, Goreshi perhaps if she's around. But of course also high-tech products with Kirsten Wield. We still haven't seen any sign of them. Whether they have a lead-out train or not, I'm not sure. Maybe Wield is just using other wheels.
Look at Bulls Dolman now moving up the left side of the screen, and it looks like Rabo Liv is making their first appearance at the front. You can see the orange sleeve as they go inside of 1K to go. All of a sudden, it's chaos on the front. United Healthcare has lost control. They are gone from the front of this field. This is anyone's race as Alina Amilusik takes over on the front.
Amia Lusick there leading out. I think that's Lisa Brennauer on her wheel. So Canyon Schramm so disappointed with that team time trial. They're going to be looking to get something from this tour.
Look at this, dropping riders off the back as the pace continues to increase at the front. This is exactly what you want to do with the lead out. If you're not in the first 5 or 6 positions right now, you have no shot at winning the stage today.
Shows just how fierce and strong this pace really is as they now thunder down that final straight on the way to the finish line. Lead out trains are going to be getting organised. It all comes down to the final sprint as they unleash their sprinters.
Well, this is a really long finishing stretch here, a few hundred meters out of the final turn, so you can't go too early. Corinne Rivera is pretty far back on the left-hand side of your screen as she is waiting to go, and now goes Rivera up the left side. Marianne Vos is there as well as Vos is sprinting, and that looks like Brennauer coming. Here comes Kirsten Wild. Kirsten Wild right up the middle of the group for the high-tech products team, and it looks like Wild is going to take this one. No one able to come around. Kirsten Wild will take the Stage 4 victory in Sacramento with a great sprint for the high-tech products team.
She is such a strong track and road rider, a unique style as well. She's a big cyclist compared to some of the smaller riders, so you know to look out for her in the sprint. There you go, she's got it.
Marianne Vos in there as well in the green jersey. That is Brennauer off to the left-hand side in the Black Canyon SRAM kit. And it looks like Corinne Rivera will come in just off the podium in 4th. A tough ride for Rivera today.
Yeah, United Healthcare did so much of the work, but Kirsten Wield, she came seemingly from nowhere. High-tech products playing that so well. Wield, of course, a former world champion. She's won the Tour of Qatar 4 times. She can now add Tour of California Stage 4 to her repertoire.
And of course, no race is over until you thank the teammates as she congratulates her high-tech products teammates. Kirsten Wild takes the win. Lisa Brennauer finding 2nd with Marianne Vos on the podium in 3rd. Corinne Rivera taking 4th, and a great run for Amy Peters to take 5th. Let's go down and talk to our winner.
Kirsten, well done today. Talk me through that sprint.
Well, it was pretty chaos, but my teammates put me really in a good position, in a good train, and I knew I couldn't have a real lead out, but since they helped me so good, it was good without a lead out, and yeah, they put me in a good position and I could sprint from the good wheels.
Can you talk me through the feeling when you came across the line? How does that feel to win a World Tour stage?
Yeah, that's always good. Winning is always a good feeling, but yeah, it's also so strange because it's the best riders here, so yeah, I'm really happy with here.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Big win for the high-tech products team as they finally get a podium this week with Kirsten Wild as she celebrates on the podium. She got the stage win, but it was our overall race winner, Megan Garnier, holding on to the yellow jersey today to take the overall win.
Megan, you're here in yellow. It's the end of the tour and you're in Stars and Stripes as well. How proud are you?
I'm very proud, and I'm very proud of our team for keeping me in the yellow from the beginning. It's a good day, and I'm happy to do it on American soil.
And what does this race mean for women's cycling as well? First UCI World Tour race here in America, which I know is something very special to you.
Yes, it's a great step for women's cycling, and to bring this level of racing over to America is a great step in our sport in America, and bringing it to the public here to show what women's cycling is all about.
Well done.
Thank you.
What a great ambassador for women's cycling, a worthy champion here in Sacramento. This is a rider that you see a lot covering the Women's World Tour with your Vox women's team, and really all these riders on this list show the talent here at the Amgen Tour of California.
They really do. Vox Women, we do get around the World Tour. This is the 8th stop. We've been to a number of the races before this, and we're getting pretty used to speaking to Boels Dolmans in the winners' jerseys. They, of course, have won 6 from 8. So Vox Women very much enjoying working with Boels Dolmans so far this season. Megan Garnier adding to their repertoire already. They are a very strong team, especially considering they haven't even got the world champion Lizzie Armstead here.
So Megan Garnier will also pick up the green Visit California sprint jersey, tying with Mariana Valls as she picked up maximum points in that intermediate sprint. That was the tiebreaker for Megan Garnier to earn the green Visit California sprint jersey. It has been a long week with all these competitions, and Garnier will pick up 2 jerseys, not just the yellow race winner's jersey, but also the green sprint jersey.
She will indeed. A multi-talented rider. And here you see the Queen of the Mountain final standings as well. She's second there, but it was Mara Abbott after that monumental effort on stage 3 who takes that jersey for Wiggle High Five. Here she is, the climber's physique, of course, putting on that polka dot jersey and accepting her flowers.
I don't think there's any question that Mara Abbott is the top climber here at the Amgen Tour of California. Let's hear what she had to say about her ride this week.
Mara, after that epic stage 3, you have maintained the QOM jersey. How does it feel?
Well, like I said before, there weren't too many opportunities to lose the QOM jersey today. But it's really an honor. We've been talking about what a big deal this race is for women, that it really gives us one of our few opportunities to compete on the biggest stage in our home country. And so to be able to win an honor for my team like this at this race is a really big deal. And I think it speaks to the teamwork of the whole team and all of them putting out the effort to come to America. And I think that they were all impressed and that the race made it worth their while.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now presenting Chloe Dygert on the podium, the Rodbacher 2016 rider who earns the SRAM Best Young Riders jersey as she's the top young rider in the GC. A huge talent for her.
She really is. Double world champion in the junior age group on both the road and time trial as well. She definitely knows how to ride, an integral part of the team time trial that 2016 picked up in stage 2. She is a super impressive rider.
She's going to be shifting her attention back to the track after wrapping up her road season here at the Amgen Tour of California. She takes this one easily, 3 minutes and 13 seconds over Ruth Winder, with Rosella Rato taking 3rd place. Let's hear from Chloe.
Chloe, your first UCI World Tour race, and you've got a jersey on your back. How proud are you?
It's really exciting. I mean, I couldn't have done it without my team and just all the support that we have from our staff and just all the riders on the team, and it's great, awesome experience.
And of course for you now off the road and onto the track leading up to Rio.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So I have one more road race before I head to the Olympic Training Center, the Nationals time trial. So hopefully I'll have a good race there, and then I move into the Olympic Training Center, and it's full go track until the Olympics.
Well, best of luck for it. Well done.
Thank you.
So Megan Garnier earns not only the Gold Amgen Race Leaders jersey, but a brand new Lexus for her win here in California as well. That'll do it for us from the Amgen Breakaway from Heart Disease Women's Race, empowered with SRAM. For Laura Winter of Vox Women, I'm Brad Soner saying thanks for watching. We'll see you in 2017.